Welcome back to Metal Gear Solid 2 Take 2.
Take 2.
And call us in the morning.
This was the, this was the re-release as well. This was, God, what was it called? Was it Subsistence? Subsistence was the, like, Blue Point Redux version with all of the new content in it. Between, like, Subsistence and Transfarring and, like, Portable Ops and European Extreme, Kojima and Metal Gear in particular has some of the strangest naming conventions that I can think of.
It's pretty strange.
I really also
You will find no argument for me on that one.
Transfarring is an option in this game, by the way.
Yeah? Do you transfer far?
You transfer things over from your PSP or PS Vita to... There you go, that's why that door was locked. Over to your main PS3. You know, that PS3 that you still use? And you can... it's literally just crossplay. It's like...
it's not real.
That's right.
The PS3 isn't real.
The PlayStation 3 is not real. It costs so much money that the industry collectively decided that it couldn't exist. It had to be suppressed. We're gonna go up. I remember there being something good up here, but I don't remember what it was.
It looks like that's a place where something good would be.
Yeah, there we go. Thermal goggles. Actually, really glad that we stopped to get that.
My thought that was obviously super wrong was thermal grenade.
Thermal grenade? Like an incendiary grenade?
Yeah.
Or just like a grenade that makes you warmer.
It's a grenade that temperatures. Okay?
Okay.
Whether it makes things hot or makes things cold is up to you to decide.
There we go. That dude's pretty, like, astute. Just going fucking back and forth like that. Check this out. Get a wet box.
Wet box.
It's bad because it's been raining.
It sure is pretty bad, huh? Does it work still?
A little bit. But if you wear it in the, if you wear a regular box in the rain too much, it also becomes a wet box. Whoop. You need what now? I'm sorry, what was that? What did you say? This is like a John Woo-esque moment here. Alright, let's get out of here. See you, chump.
Gonna put some dirt in your eye.
You gonna cry? Did you get that video I sent you about Tobey Maguire in Monsters, Inc.?
I saw it. I neglected to watch it because I was busy.
It's so good. It's one of the best things I've seen in recent times. Here's something. Also, I'm not gonna do it right now because it would... We only have our shooty bang bangs and not our, we only have one M9. But if you were to shoot this, it sprays all over the place and acts like a cigarette would and lights up those Semtex.
That's neat.
It is neat. I like it. See if we can maybe watch this pattern a little bit.
It may not be art, but I like it.
Get some more M9.
There's some M9s.
Yeah.
How nice of them to have trank rounds on this ship for us.
That's right. In the mess hall, too. You never know when you need to eat some tranquilizers.
For these guys, it must be all the time.
I mean, I got no problem with that. Whoop. Hello. Excuse me. Excuse me, sir.
The melee seems less reliable than it was in the first game.
It's not very reliable, but it is fun. And I like it. Too late, fucker. This is something I didn't show off before, but of course the little rounds will absolutely stick out of where you shoot people in.
Good.
And depending on where you shoot them in their body, it'll be a slower or a faster action. If you shoot them in the head, it's instant, as you've seen before. It is also instant if you shoot them in the crotch, because Hideo Kojima made this game. There we go. No one here.
I like that the caution state lasts a while.
Of course it does. I'd be worried too if I were them. Got some douchebag running around with a really, really great ass.
And a big old mullet.
Astonishingly toned mullet. He does bridges all day to work on his mullet.
That's right.
And wouldn't you too?
Don't we all?
Whoop. Let's just go right back up here. The people over the radio this time around are much, much more active and will talk things out way more than they did in the first game. And in addition to that, something that you may see, I'm not sure if it did it while we were trying to escape capture or not, but oftentimes the radar view will show the guards like clearing out a room and doing it accurately. They had, I want to say they had motion capture done with straight up like assault teams when they were making this game. And that was one of the things that MGS2 kind of pioneered a little bit, was the heavy usage of motion capture. And of course, they love their trigger discipline, they love their accuracy with gun models, they love all that shit.
As well they should, considering this is a game about, like, weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah. If ever there was a time to not mess around.
If ever there was a time for military tech fetishism, it's now.
I can't... I'm already lost again. I'm already lost as to where the engine room was. I think it's on the other side of the crew lounge.
I don't know what's happening here.
Just skipping a hopping over this way. No, wait. Was it down this way? I think it was down here? Oh, man. Look at this guy.
It's so hard to learn. Because, like, whenever you try to think back to this section, you just think of yourself being confused. Why does that man have so many flies around him?
Why does he smell this bad? How do you smell
Stinky
that bad?
agent. Stinky agent penalty.
Oh my god, this guy smells like ass. Okay. So, as you recall before, we got Semtex mines all over the place here, and we can't cross. Right. But what we can do is we can take our new gun and we can shoot. Can't shoot the mines. You gotta shoot their little detectors.
Wrong gun.
You're right. I'm so used to... This is red, and I'm so used to not using the USP because I'm like, of course. You don't want to use the USP. There's one. Nope, not quite. We gotta get over here. Over here a little bit. There is a lot of this in MGS2. A lot of, first-person finagling. And they do it in some pretty cool ways, too, as the game goes on. I actually really like how well they utilize it here. Let's see. Thermal goggles. Yeah, we still got some more. What's that all the way at the end there, I wonder? Is that our third one? No.
Weren't you just looking at it?
Maybe?
Like up top.
Oh, hey.
On the right.
Here's another thing. Shoot that. It's flour. There you go. Well, that's a bomb. That's a bomb.
Yeah. And what about the transponders on the side?
What? These things here?
Yeah.
No, those are bombs. You're looking for a green light. What?
That's not ideal.
It's all right.
It's gonna fall into the tripwire, and then you'll have to do this section over again.
It can actually knock you over.
I saw that last time.
Let's see. I don't see it. Oh, wait. I seem to remember something. I think we have to get up in order to get down.
You have to jump up to get down?
That's right. Don't remember how to vault over cover. Because, hey, guess what wasn't a thing in MGS1? Can knock on cover. Can do a little shifty motion there.
Yeah, you know the old saying, knock on cover.
Yeah. Oh god, I feel like such an idiot. I have no idea how to get up here.
You did it on the first stream, I remember.
I remember too, but I don't remember how I did it. Now I feel foolish. And I look foolish. And
Live on air, even.
Am foolish.
You are foolish live on air. Very much so. How does it feel?
Feels cozy. Feels like I should be in the box. Feels like you would understand what I mean, if only you would too get in the box. Okay. There we go. For whatever reason, it just didn't work. I had to press them both at the same time. I think I had to hold them both at the same time.
Hmm.
Anyway.
Well, of course, you gotta use both hands.
Yeah. No, yeah, I suppose. That makes sense. Sorry, everybody. Sorry for being a fool. Sorry for wearing the fool's hat.
All non-essential personnel report to the holds in 10 minutes' time for the scheduled briefing session with the Commandant.
Should pop a ration.
Your order?
Because you got shot a bunch earlier.
To continue manning
That's
your
fair.
posts until that
We'll
time.
actually need it. Spoiler alert.
Resource management is one of those things that I'm good at.
Spoiler alert. We're probably gonna get shot a couple more times.
Good thing you topped off and then grabbed that ration then.
Yeah. It's a good
It's a
thing my
good
stand...
thing I exist.
My stand, who is substantially more intelligent than I am, told me about it.
Is that what I am to you? Is that all this is?
What's that you say? There seems to be some sort of phantom blood talking to me.
What was that sandwich? Kill them all? Good idea.
Hmm? I love that.
They told me I could be anything, so I became a sandwich.
Damn. You hate to see it, but you love to see it.
So much for the non-lethal round.
That's right. It's a good day to be a box.
Oh.
It's the enemy. I need help. Freeze. Freeze, I say. Freeze. Okay, good job. You good job freezing. Fucker. Eh, screw it. It's fine. Snake killed a bunch of people in MGS1. And you see that guy? That guy just kicked us. He deserves whatever's coming to him. That's what I'm saying. I told you we would need that ration, too.
Yeah?
Excuse me while I just clip through the floor here. Now, to be fair, not exactly the best of camera angles that we're working with.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the camera angle makes this way harder.
It's almost as if you're not supposed to fight people in this game.
It's almost as if you're not supposed to do it that way.
But no, Solid Snake is such a cool guy, legendary hero, mercenary warrior. I want to be just like Solid Snake when I grow up. If you think what I just said is stupid, I want you to hold on to that feeling as we progress through this game. Because you're right. Because you are smarter than most of the people who played this when it first came out. Ration.
How are you supposed to get it?
You eat
Or
it.
that ammo, rather.
Oh, you eat
See
it.
that ammo?
Yeah, you pop
You
it out
eat
of
it?
your gun like it's a Pez dispenser.
You store it in your stomach.
That's right. That's why Naomi gave us those nanomachines that suppress our stomach acid.
That's right.
So we could eat bullets.
You ready for some forced combat?
I'm ready for some forced combat.
Colonel, we have sealed the stern hatch. The lift is also under our control.
We're on the foredeck, about to descend to the holds.
Sir, the Marine Commander has started his speech already.
We will complete the preparations before the end of the speech.
All communications to the holds have been severed. No one is aware of our presence.
Let no one down into the holds until we are out.
Yes, sir. We will secure your exit with our lives if necessary.
There is one more thing.
Yes, sir.
My daughter, keep her safe.
Yes, sir.
Easy there, PS2 face.
Sir, my eye textures are itchy. They are so flat.
Who goes there?
I can feel the seam.
Yo, but what if
Yeah.
like a new Batman series comes out and it's got Two-Face, but he's PS2 face instead?
Oh, I would love that. That's a me idea, if ever I heard one. What can we do that would make no money?
PS2 face.
PS2 face would be great. Wow, it was really unfortunate for you guys to all clump up together like that, actually.
I think I saw some ammo behind you.
I think you're right. I think we got him. Oop, there's more though.
Oh, they just bum rushed you.
They do. You know what I'm still not a fan of in these games?
What's that?
Combat.
Yeah.
Good job, Snake. Stealthy as always.
I'm just waiting for the shoe to drop.
What shoe to drop? He doesn't wear shoes. He's wearing a sneaking suit.
The sneaky shoes. The sneaky spats of sneaking.
The spats of sneaking. Plus 10 to sneak. Minus 10 discovery.
I don't know if I buy this.
Who goes there? Oh, Shalashaska. Why are you here? We thought you were with the Colonel. What the?
Yeah, that's Ocelot.
He's looking pretty good for having lost a hand.
He is. I'm glad you mentioned that, because look who has 2 hands.
Yeah, he's looking pretty good for having lost a hand.
Listen to that
Colonel
Time
will be
Splitters
joining you soon.
synthesizer.
Comrade.
Dude, don't tempt me. I might have to play Time Splitters.
Why would you need my permission? Time Splitters is great.
Snake, are you in yet? Have you made it to the holds?
Taking longer
I'm a
than I
murderer.
expected. We've already passed the Verrazano Bridge.
All right, we'll use another recovery point.
They may be planning to change course.
What?
The exits to the deck are all sealed.
What are they planning?
If they get Metal Gear, we're going right off the fringe.
You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses
The men down here are definitely Marines.
The current state of nuclear.
If the deck is sealed off, they have no way of knowing that the ship's been taken over.
Remember,
I'm not interested in fighting these guys. The weapons won't do me much good here.
Can you see Metal Gear?
No, I'll have to go around to the bow. They have some serious defenses here. I doubt the recent arrivals want to blast their way through the Marines either.
Wonder where they're headed.
I don't know. Not the beach, that's for sure.
I also don't buy this.
Okay, Snake.
Why is that?
Let's go over this one more time. Use
Guns
this
are
camera
not
to get
quiet.
photographic evidence of the Metal
No.
Gear prototype.
No, they're not.
Now do your thing and take pictures that speak louder than the government's plausible
Guns are not
demands.
quiet,
We need 4 shots.
and like
Metal Gear
the
from
interior
front,
of a
front
cargo
right,
ship is like a
front
great
left,
big concert
and a
hall.
close-up of the
Yeah, that's
Marine
right.
Corps
It's all
marking.
made of metal.
Marking.
It's all smooth.
It's like a big bell.
There should be a Marine's insignia on the
No,
body
there's
of
no
Metal
way
Gear.
that like that massive gunfight wouldn't have drawn everyone's
Just let
attention.
someone try explaining away a clear shot of that.
Anyway, we gotta take photos of Metal Gear.
All right,
There's
It's kind of a
actually
shame
one
that they
little
just
thing.
show you Metal Gear.
just spit it out. I'm used to things going wrong.
It looks like someone's monitoring our
This is
transmission.
not new for Snake and
I don't have a
Otacon.
clue. All they're
No,
doing
but it is a
watching.
new Metal Gear.
Creep me out less if they tried to interfere with our communications.
Don't you worry.
Could it have something to do
Don't
with that
worry.
cipher we
You'll
saw?
get your Metal Gear
Maybe.
time.
I've
Ray,
switched the
Ray will
encryption
have its
protocol for our
moments to
burst
shine.
transmission for now. What I want to do is use a different method for sending these photos, just in case.
Instead of using the codec?
Exactly. There's a workstation in the southeast corner of the block where Metal Gear is housed. I've made arrangements so that you can send the pictures from the machine.
You have to download them to a
Arrangements.
floppy disk.
I hitched a ride on Link 16 of the US military's proprietary network. Managed to get into that
Why do they
workstation
call it a
and
floppy
overwrote
disk,
part of the
Otacon?
system software so I could remote install a
you
little app I
sure?
wrote.
Why bother with anything that complicated?
No, it's pretty simple, really. Look, all you have to do is stand in front of the machine and push the action button. The app will
sure?
automatically launch and download the image data from the camera, split the files, and encrypt them individually. The data packets can then masquerade as...
Okay. So all I have to do is push the action button in front of the computer once I have the pictures, right?
Well, sure. if you
I
put it
think
that
that's
way.
the first time that Snake
And one more
himself
thing.
has acknowledged
The Commandant's
inputs.
already begun his
Right.
speech, but you need to get the pictures.
I also
before he's
like
done
that it's in the
talking.
context of,
Otherwise
okay,
they'll
can I
stop.
please just
Okay.
simplify this?
How much time do I have?
I hacked into his
Otacon, you're being a
personal
little bit
files and took a
too
look at the text of that speech.
tutorially.
I'd say you have 7 more minutes.
Exposition-y.
Longer if he throws in a joke or two.
Keys.
A 7-minute time limit, huh?
Remember, Snake, just the photos, okay?
With these kinds of odds, I won't be making any sudden moves. But that doesn't mean we can just let Metal Gear be hijacked.
Okay, but first the photos.
All right.
I like
we'll
to
deal with
imagine
the
that they
rest when
spend
we
like
get
the
there.
next 6 minutes
Stay
just
low.
talking and everybody gets away.
With Metal Gear.
Yeah.
We initiated
They
development
just
of
jump off the
Metal
deck
Gear
and
as a
stomp on
countermeasure
into the
to
ocean like
the
Godzilla.
The only thing that
Pretty
And
much.
nobody noticed
Metal
it.
Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear.
So the guy talking in this section is Scott Dulf, who, along with being named Scott Dulf in the credits as his character, is also the ADR director for Metal Gear and the Devil May Cry games. Or it was once upon a time. I don't know if he still is.
Every industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications for Metal Gear. Worse yet, so do a number of rogue states.
Check this out.
They are all working on the
Dead.
Yeah, I was about to say, don't run in front of the projector.
There's an NPC in Cyberpunk who is doing the thing that I love in all of these games, which there's a bunch of different ways you can get caught in this section, and they're all pretty great. If you just get caught normally, all like 40 of them turn to face you at the exact time, and the alert noise just starts overlapping with itself, and it's incredible. But there's a character in Cyberpunk that does the thing that I love, where they're in the middle of like a news broadcast, and you can just run directly in front of them and screw up their shot, and they're like, oh my, fuck, do it again.
At the moment, every industrialized nation on
Look
the
at this
globe
guy.
knows the specifications for Metal Gear.
Nothing.
Worse yet, so do
No.
a number of rogue states. They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear
bullet.
to compete with the U.S.'s nuclear strike capability. The world is about to see a swarm of these Metal Gear derivatives.
They do a lot of fun stuff with this guy's speech, and we'll probably hear a bunch of it too. Ah, there we go.
There it is.
I love that overlap.
Snake, respond! Snake!
You can tell, as opposed to our first stream of this, I did not spend time beforehand this time, like, oh man, I gotta make sure that I get the perfect run. That did not happen.
No.
Do you want to know why?
Why?
Because instead of playing this game ahead of time so that I could be like good and professional and get good shots and be like entertaining, instead I played Cyberpunk until about 5 o'clock in the... Well, I played it until 2 in the morning, and then I complained to you about it until about 5 in the morning.
You sure did.
Boy, oh
That
boy.
sure is the thing that you did.
It was necessary. It was very, very necessary.
They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear force to compete with the U.S.'s nuclear strike capability. The world is about to see a swarm of these Metal Gear derivatives. Some say that the strategic importance of aircraft carriers will be reduced.
Good thing
by
one shot in the chin will do it.
The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact. There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass, especially
It can
those
be
with
rough getting
submarine
shot in the
and
chin.
air background.
Yeah.
Not to mention interference from a major player.
I don't know about you.
But this
I have always
project is
found the
vital
chin
to
to be the
region.
sleepiest part of the human
enemy is
anatomy.
sometimes closer to home than you think, gentlemen. Always bear
They don't
that
call
in
it a glass jaw for nothing.
No.
But they also don't call it a glass jaw for that.
This weapon will
They do
render
not.
all other Metal Gears obsolete. Nations building up their own Metal Gear force will think twice about their nuclear strategy in the light of the military dominance spelled out by Ray.
The idea that, like, yeah, the idea that, like, Metal Gears have been mass-produced is nightmarish. We talked about that a little bit before,
kind of fucked up.
It's like the worst possible future you could have had for MGS1.
Ours is not the only military project devoted to Metal Gear development, but it cannot be more different in nature from the Navy's. Theirs is a program that will add fuel to the uncontrolled fire of nuclear proliferation.
This is so goofy.
It is a fact that players in favor of such a policy are attempting to derail.
I really love this. Like, this whole room is incredible.
I promise you that they will not succeed. I have a daughter, and it is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war. As a father, I want to leave a better.
You know that thing where characters do the thing where they only have like 4 lines, so they just start repeating them if you haven't done the puzzle correctly yet?
Uh-huh.
You must be tense. Let's do a little stretching, shall we?
This game does a really good job of breaking that up, and this segment is all about that.
Front.
He's just doing stretches.
I love that the timer stops.
Right?
Right.
Because what if you get stuck in there?
Front.
They're just doing like calisthenics.
Yeah.
You're all familiar with the
Like
shadow
neck
closing
calisthenics
of the
only, though.
Sears administration.
It's isometric exercise.
Is a direct result.
Care to join me?
Why is there smoke coming out of your Metal Gear?
Oh no, that's just the Northern Lights.
Aurora Borealis. At this time of year, at this time of day, in this part of the country, localized entirely within your bad female character.
Yes.
I
I don't want to see it.
And Kojima just gets
Metal
upset.
Gear Ray is amphibious, unlike the Army's Rex. It can
So,
Kojima's like, you will regret your words and deeds.
so this is where we get our own little original Metal Gear reference. And in addition to the stuff going on here, there's a bunch of little tiny things in here, as you might imagine. This is where we deposit all of those photos that we've been taking the entire time.
Yeah, all those photos you've been taking?
Yeah, from the beginning.
Oh.
Like every time that you come across one of those locker portraits or
Yeah.
like the Vulcan Raven statue, you get to send him over to Otacon, and he critiques them.
And there's your Police Knots reference. Earlier.
Always happy to see it. Personally, I'm always happy to see Snatcher, but Police Knots is close enough.
So, any
Oh my
codec
God, I
moments
love
from
it.
You, Snake?
Yeah.
Huh?
Codec
You haven't taken
moments.
A single photo.
Yeah.
There's no point in using this terminal if you don't have anything to send.
Also, what happened to all those
We need
photos
4
you took?
images. One from the front right.
We might
front
not be
left,
able
and
to
a
input
close-up
them
of the
until we
leaves
take
marking
the
on the
rest of them
prototype.
with Metal Gear.
Get the prototype on
Maybe.
camera.
Wonderful.
I love those little sprites.
underwater. Move in undetected and make its landing on any shoreline.
All right, let's see what we got here with this camera.
Ray can totally do that.
Onboard joint tactical
Oh yeah,
information.
Good.
good. There's one.
Good.
With unerring accuracy and takes them out with massive firepower. It is the ultimate weapon, and it is yours to guard. I'd like you all to think about what that means.
Oh man, that dude's gonna wake up with a hell of a cramp.
Yeah, maybe, huh?
Great manta ray.
Fortunately,
He has a sting
we
that
don't have
nature
any,
never gave the manta.
we don't have any,
Latest Metal Gear, we can
what do you
rule
call
the
them?
sea and land as we never have before.
No tranks.
no tranks.
George Sears surrendered his presidency in the aftermath of Shadow Moses.
Yeah, I fucking bet.
Did not, of course, include the development of Metal Gear Rex.
You can't, like, this is what I was talking about before. You can't, like, hand wave away the nuclear strike on Alaska. Even as, like, a terrorist thing. Shadow Moses doesn't happen without people, like, having to resign.
Intruder to the right.
Huh.
Intruder in the back. Intruder
There we
to the
go.
left.
Good.
Should that actually happen,
He's just
I expect
testing
you
him.
to be prepared. We cannot and will not give up Ray. Stay
I
on your
love
guard,
that the
Bob.
sound effect happens.
They're all at attention.
Getting back to the topic at hand.
Anyway, as I was
I
saying.
thought he
But even
I
you
thought
know
he
the
got you because of that guy whose ass you kicked.
to the failing
Nah.
over it costed his
He might.
influence in the political community.
Does this count? I forget if this counts.
Model of Metal Gear.
Good.
And I think we need to get one from, like, up top, too.
The Metal Gear Rex development on Shadow Moses was supposedly the first preparatory measure taken against the future possibility of reduced nuclear defense capability.
Come on, come on.
Other nations would make that contingency likely. But if this theory is correct, it means that there was a calculated intent to cash in on this opportunity. by
I gotta remember how to get up there.
specific interests within the military-industrial
I gotta get up there!
We are here today to flush out and rid our country of these corrupt
Gotta get in there.
forces. That is our mission. You will bear that in mind. It is an undeniable
that.
fact that there is
Go back the other way.
It is
Honestly.
an undeniable fact that
There's a
there
lot
is
of stuff to
force
play
at
around
work
with in
in
this
our
section,
government and within the military, seeking to control national affairs to suit its own interests. Metal Gear Ray bears the burden of confronting this party, thwarting their plans and guiding this nation back to its original path.
I don't think this is enough.
Exercise is but a first step towards
I think he's gonna tell us to get one more from above.
of the country.
I think.
I don't remember what he said.
We need to get one from the front. We need to get one from the front right, one from the front left, and we need to get something of the Marines logo. But I don't remember if we have to go up to do it also.
I think you got the Marines logo.
We did get them, yeah. We got those three at least. I just don't remember if there
Looks
was a
like I have
fourth.
your photos now. Let's take a look. Okay, first up. I'm sorry. You need to take another one.
I need to zoom in to get him. You get special dialogue
Next
if you
up
get him.
is
All right, front and the right. Left shot. Front and close up of the Marines letter. We got the Marines lettering.
Rests with
What the hell?
Body
proliferation and
massage.
development of Metal Gear technology are about to render agreements like the NVT
Okay.
and START obsolete. There are also forces at work trying to exploit this disturbing trend to further their own power and influence.
I can't believe he doesn't see us.
Right?
The human race is about
You're
to
too
slide
sneaky.
back into the endless arms race of that last
Like,
century.
how short-sighted is
We
Scott?
cannot afford to play that Russian roulette again. The Metal Gear Ray you see is here to prevent that possibility. This Metal Gear Ray
Okay.
is a prototype designed
Get this one from over here then.
to be operated
Camera.
by an onboard pilot.
Zoom in. Enhance.
All right, zoom in with O, but is O B? O is
Ray
B.
will be unmanned.
There we
Driven
go.
by tele-ex-
Thanks, Xbox.
Good.
and an autonomous control system. The importance of next-generation technology such
Delicious.
as C4ISR and RMA in battle situation has been discussed time and again, but Ray is the first to deploy it so fully. With Ray's completion, Marine Corps will lead the way for a new age of military tactics. This turned out to be longer than expected. At ease. Rest a little.
There we go. I'm like clenching my throat muscle. The single throat muscle that goes all the way around.
I was gonna say something, and then I thought better of it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good. If you're going to imply that I make money doing things that are not good to do.
Looks like I have your photos now.
That's
Well-
not what I was going to say.
The first image
Well, you're
is-
good. You're good to say that and to not say
Okay,
that because
this
I don't
works.
make money
It's a great front view.
At all.
at all.
So, what's
That
the
makes
last
two of
one
us.
gonna be?
There we go.
Good shit.
We, the Marines, will lead the charge into a new world order with Metal Gear Ray. That is all. Dismissed.
And they all turn to face you at the same time.
Yeah. You know who he kind of sounds like?
Who's that?
Kevin Michael Richardson, just a little bit.
Remind me of who that is?
Trying to think of one that you would know. I know he was in The Last Airbender
Okay.
as like a side character.
I will keep that in mind. You hear that?
You hear the sound of ass cheeks clapping?
Excellent speech, my friend.
Got spurs that jingle, jingle,
Gift of
jangle.
the silver tongue. Say it's the mark of a good officer.
And there's the big iron.
End of a liar.
There it is.
Americans are too in love with the sound of their own voice to speak the truth.
Identify yourself.
I am Shalashaska, also called Revolver Ocelot.
Yeah!
I fucking love those.
Okay. As soon as this cutscene ends.
I got some news for you. This one's gonna be a long one.
What do you want?
Oh boy.
Write it down.
This machine will be quite useful.
I'll just
What
say
are you
it
planning
now.
to do? Steal
Do you
this
remember
thing?
the Hobo
Steal?
13 episode of Invader Zim?
No, I'm taking
Yes.
it back.
Do you remember Throbulator?
Do you remember Throbulator?
Yeah, that's him.
Hell yeah. Ocelot's here from Metal Gear. Just like we are.
He might have also been Sizzler? I'm not sure.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Gerlukovich. Nobody move. Understood?
Getting the anime poses nice and early with Ocelot.
This ship now carries enough Simtex on its key structural points to blow it out of the water at the touch of this button. That's right. No one has to die needlessly.
He was also the Time Portal Guardian in Season 3 of Samurai Jack. You remember that guy?
Me a little bit? Vaguely?
Blue guy.
Almost at the target. Get a move on.
One of the only people who just genuinely kicked Jack's ass.
Well, I mean, tell you what. Samurai Jack himself is in this game.
It's true. You are correct.
What do you intend to do with Ray? Sell it on the streets?
I was raised in Snezinsk, formerly known as Chelyabinsk 70, the nuclear research outpost.
What are you talking about?
After the Cold War ended, my home was bought out by the Americans.
Is there a point to this sad story?
Now you would understand. Land, friends, dignity, all sold to the highest bidder, the United States of America. Even the technology that gave birth to these weapons is Russian, developed by us.
What do you intend to do?
Russia will rise again. And Ray is the key.
I regret to inform you that I have no intention of selling Metal Gear.
Ocelot's
As I
voice.
said, I came to
Right?
take it back.
You may ask yourself why a Russian dresses like a cowboy. It doesn't matter.
Return
Snake.
to the Patriots.
The Lale Lule Lo. How's that possible?
Ocelot, have you sold us out?
I was never in your employ, Kurlukovich.
Are you still in league with Solidus?
No hard feelings, Colonel. Mother Russia can rot for all I care.
Since when, Ocelot? When did you turn?
I'm glad you noticed, comrade. I abandoned her during the Cold War.
Ah!
Metal Gear only has room for one! Kurlukovich, you and your daughter will die here.
Damn you!
Ocelot is a great villain.
He really is. And I'm glad that he's kind of taking center stage here, at least for a bit. See ya, chump.
He put some dirt in that guy's eye.
He sure did.
Sergei, looks like you were long overdue for retirement.
Traitorous dog!
There's the Ocelot we know.
There he is.
Six and a half frames. More than enough to kill any stream that moves.
Show's over. If you wish to live, I suggest you run now. This ship is still in the lower New York harbor. You may yet make it to shore if you swim for your life.
Damn, Ocelot's not messing around.
Yeah, he ain't kidding no more. Not that he ever was in the first place.
He's done with, like, the espionage. Now he's just at the action.
He's lost his confidence in the plan, and now this happens. Because this is what happens when characters like him lose confidence in the plan.
I also want to say that this section was cut content. Originally, you were supposed to play through, like, the entirety of the tanker going down. But... Oh? You ready for some bullshit? So that's how he got his arm.
Brother.
Oh, I had it backwards.
You know who I am.
Yeah, you did. He's not got center stage at all.
Not so young anymore, eh, Snake? You're drowning in time. I know what it's like, brother. No wonder Naomi passed you over for the Fox Die program. Ouch! Get out of my mind, Liquid!
This is maybe the most Metal Gear plotline out of all of them.
It's so stupid.
The price of physical prodigy.
Few more years and you'll be another dead clone of the old man. Our raw materials are vintage, brother. Big Boss was in his late 50s when they created his copies. But I live on through this arm!
Liquid's on.
Oh, that was a good snake yell.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Everybody's getting it today.
I didn't know we were already at the end of Metal Gear Solid 1.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 2 was I mean, they made a lot of substantial gameplay improvements, but unfortunately, you know, it was a pretty short game because of that. They really kind of fit in all the budget that they could. Really, it was a bold choice, honestly.
What? I've heard things about it, but I didn't expect it to play out so well before my own eyes. Already the Metal Gear boss fight happens.
Yeah, you can totally tell what this was supposed to be once upon a time.
You're going down, Snake, with this tanker!
This is a really bad situation.
It's pretty bad.
Even if you could beat Metal Gear, can you beat drowning? Can you manage to avoid it?
And Ray is a submersible. So only you have to worry about drowning.
I don't think that's gonna work, guys. I tried that in the last game. It was a bad move. There's that meaty revengeance haunch.
There it is. I love how the whole, like, the entire design philosophy behind Ray is like, hey, of all the things Rex can do, guess what Rex can't do?
Like, move its legs better? Like, it can't move. It's
can't
slow.
move, and it can't fight in close quarters.
This thing is like a goddamned acrobat.
It's basically a Gundam.
Yes, it is.
Like, by comparison.
Honestly, it's more like the original is a Gundam and this one is an Ava.
Yeah, I'll accept that.
Still got one of those.
Yeah. I think that a Gundam is more agile than Rex.
I would agree with that. I'm mostly talking about, like, design.
Still no.
Oh, man.
But I see where you're coming from.
Like, old 80s chunky Gundams, they've got some Rex in there.
Snake!
I like that.
That's how you know it's over.
Rex is like an armored core. An armored core or a chrome hound.
Those are games we gotta play too. Those are really good games.
I would love to play some armored core, I just don't know how I would do it.
The answer is on the Xbox. Or the PS3, I guess. Or the PSP, if you got one of those.
The way I understand it is that PS2 emulation is in a pretty good place.
Yeah, it's alright. Also, wow.
Play some of the older ones.
This is like, the audio is just blasting my ears.
It really is. It is a lot.
No problems. Proceeding as planned, sir.
And it's supposed to. Like, the rest of the game is relatively quiet compared to this.
As well it ought to be.
How do you fucking like that? How do you like that? Ray is so cool.
Yes, at the location we discussed. Yes, I have photographic evidence of Snake on the scene. The cipher was most useful. I look forward to tomorrow morning's news flash. I would say the Marine Corps' plans are on indefinite hold. Yes, of course.
Yes.
Mr. President.
Yes. Yes, I meant to grab the milk.
Snake!
Yes, I'm on my way home now. Yes.
Save?
Yes.
I'm done. I'm good. That's all I want. Yeah.
That's the punchline. You got it.
Yeah, we
The
got
joke
there.
can end now.
You're welcome. Atomic bombs are bad. So are
Pretty much.
computers.
Computers are pretty bad. I hate them.
You're gonna like this game quite a lot
you
then.
remember the sinking of that tanker 2 years ago?
Of course.
Terrorists blow a hole in an oil tanker full of crude barely 20 miles off the shore of Manhattan. Your classic nightmare.
Welcome
It
back,
didn't take
Colonel.
long for the government to put an oil fence around the whole mess. And then that massive offshore cleanup facility went up inside.
The big shell. I hear the cleanup isn't quite over yet.
It takes time. But in the meantime, the shell's become a landmark, a symbol of environmental protection.
Calling teams Alpha and Bravo. Deploy at the big shell as scheduled.
Approximately 6 hours ago, the big shell was seized by an armed group.
Do we have an ID?
Former members of the Navy SEALs Special Anti-Terrorist Training Squad Dead Cell. Russian private army members may also be involved. It's a highly trained group and they have the big shell under complete control.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
It's the suit.
Come in from downwind and pull back.
Snake's hair has gone white with shock.
5 minutes to ETA. Alpha, your top priority is to rescue and safeguard the president. Team Bravo, watch out for Stillman's back and get those C4s disarmed.
What are their demands?
$30 billion.
$30 billion? What makes them think they can get that much?
There was a government-sponsored tour going on at the big shell that day.
Hostages, huh?
A VIP from one of the major conservation groups, and one from our own government. The most important person in a sense.
Skull suit is so cool.
James Johnson.
The president?
Pretty good.
Unless the demands are met, the terrorists intend to blow the big shell out of the water.
And the crude will ignite, turning the Manhattan Harbor into an inferno.
That's not the worst-case scenario. If the chlorides being used to decontaminate the seawater go up with the oil, toxins containing catastrophic levels of dioxins will be released. In other
God.
words, the base ecosystem will be wiped out.
Like that
and the
thing
sea
that
will
happened
turn into a
not too many
toxic
years ago,
super
actually.
becoming the worst environmental disaster in history.
This game came out in 2001. I want to point out, just keep that in mind, everybody. That is going to become more and more important.
More
as
and
we go.
more of a relevant thing to remember.
Safeguard the president and other hostages. And 2, disarm the terrorists by any means necessary.
Oh, hey, Thomas Zane.
To its ports
Hi,
I've
other
been.
Thomas Zane.
Team 10
To its
is also
ports
conducting a
I've
rescue
been.
operation.
Do you understand?
Is this a joint effort?
No. Foxhound remains a covert
Colonel,
body.
I
Don't
found a
reveal their
manuscript
presence.
page.
That is an order.
Don't read it, Snake. Send that bind back to base.
This is Snake. I'm now inside Strut A of Shell 1.
How are things?
We're in luck. Looks like there are no sentries posted here.
What's the visibility?
The lights on the plant struts are functioning. I won't have to use the IR goggles.
Any problems?
There was a brand new hole cut through the oil fence.
This guy's certainly
There's
trying to
someone
sound
else
like
besides
Snake.
me that wanted to get in badly.
That's not possible.
What about SEAL Team 10?
Modulating his
They landed on
voice
the
a little
roof of the
bit.
Big shell as planned.
A little bit.
And
It's
by
the
way,
mask.
Snake, we're changing code
It's
name
the
for all
giant
following
pill.
communication.
What's wrong with Snake?
Just a precaution. You are now designated Raiden. All right, Raiden. You've already covered infiltration and VR training.
I've completed 300 missions in VR. I feel like some kind of legendary mercenary.
You know how many missions there were
we'll skip
in
that
Metal
part.
Gear VR missions?
Make sure nobody
300.
sees you.
That's right.
If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to reach you, contact you. The codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates
So
the
yeah,
small bones of your ear.
a lot of this dialogue is
one
going to
but
sound
you
pretty
will be able to
familiar,
hear
huh?
All right. I'll contact you if anything changes.
First, make your way to the upper section of the big shell.
How do I get up to the next level?
There's
Right,
an elevator
through
at
an
the far end
elevator, of
that
course.
area. Use that.
Sounds good.
Your new sneaking suit uses electrofiber technology, a byproduct of fiber optics research. The texture isn't far removed from rubber, but the material protects against a wide range of toxic substances. The suit itself has a wide array of built-in sensors. It is referred to as smart skin in military R&D. Data about damage to different regions
Kinda looks
of the body,
familiar
including
to,
blood loss, is exchanged
Psycho
between the
Mantis's suit.
and the intravenous nanomachines to create a
Little bit.
feedback system.
There's a lot of pressure on my torso.
Relax. The suit
like,
applies
rib
varying
cage.
pressure to major internal organs to maximize performance and safeguard their functions. They call this the skull suit in Foxhound.
Skull suit seems appropriate somehow.
The hatch with a circular handle will open into the elevator area. Locate the hatch first.
Not a chance. Copy that. Moving on to main mission objectives.
I love that it's the best. I love that they
It is the
somehow,
best.
they made, like, codecs playable. Place is fucked up. You see these,
You hear them bugs?
all these bugs? So these are sea lice, and if you hang out around them too long, and you have rations equipped, they will infest your rations. Hey, ration.
Terrible.
So, you know, don't hang around those too long. Because they're grimy. They're grimy and
grody.
slimy. They're grody to the max. Gag me with a spoon.
That's right.
Got another ration over here. Load up while we can, huh?
Because we know you're gonna need them.
Yeah. Yes. Again, this is my favorite one of the series, but it is... There's so much more that can go wrong, like, every individual second of every individual screen. There's so much more that can go right, and so much more that can go wrong. Just by the virtue of how many moving parts there are as compared to the first game. And now, we've got a cartwheel, which is way better than the roll that we had.
Seems like it.
It's faster and it goes farther.
Unironically, why don't they put Raiden in Smash?
What are you talking about?
He'd be
Snake's already in Smash.
He'd be a good Smash character.
He would be a good... You know why Raiden's not in Smash?
Because of Konami.
I was gonna say because of PlayStation All-Stars.
What a waste.
Oh, I've sighted an enemy sentry. AN-94 and a Makarov. Those grenades, all his equipment is Russian-made.
Must be a Gurlukovich man.
Gurlukovich?
A Russian private army that was in line to work with the Shadow Moses takeover group 4 years ago.
What's their stake in this one?
They must have made a deal, an arrangement with the terrorists. They become a band of mercenaries, an army without a country.
Whew, boy. Let's go ahead and move a little bit before we start getting into this, because, whew, boy, we got some stuff to talk about.
Oh, good.
Snake's got, like, the massive butt, but Raiden has, like, the massive thighs.
Yeah.
Who's that man?
Colonel, there's definitely another intruder in here besides me.
That's not a possibility.
Not a team. Looks like a solo job.
One man.
Definitely may not know who he is, but he managed to take care of every sentry in the area. They're all out cold. Whoever he is, he's got some skills.
We need to get an ID. But for now, you can take advantage of the situation and get to work. There's a terminal in front of the elevator. A node.
Did you say nerd?
Not nerd. Node.
Yeah, there it is.
Use the
That's all it
node
is.
There it
to
is.
gain access to the
That's
Big
my
Shell's
favorite.
facilities
It's
network.
my favorite thing in this.
Pull
It's
up
my
the
favorite
map
thing
of
in
the
this first
structure.
section.
That'll let you activate the Soliton radar.
The Soliton radar? True. That radar came in useful during VR training.
A radar system uses biological magnetic fields as input.
So who's this,
These
like,
estimated enemy
snot-nosed
positions
punk
are
that
projected
feels like
onto a
video
map
games are worth
according
it,
to
right?
reference points collected via
Right.
GPS signals and field
I'm a
personnel
legendary
reports.
soldier.
We need to
I
get
play
to the map
video
to the Big
games.
Shell's node to put this data processing to practical use. The node unit is about 3 feet high. Should be colored blue. Each area has at least one.
So these are your map
How do I
terminals.
gain access?
Yes, exactly.
Just push the action
The
button in
radar
front of the
is
node.
like, is pretty much just jammed
The
until you hit one of
nanomachines in your
those.
body will take care of the security clearance
And there's one of
and
them
allow
for,
you
like, every
access
main
to the
area.
node. Complete the procedure before those sentries gain consciousness. If they spot you, you won't be able to gain access for a while. Stay on guard.
Got it.
Definitely not.
Why don't you do it?
Did you say node?
No, I said nerd.
You want to see something dumb?
He's fine with it.
That's actually not what I was talking about. But that's also pretty dumb. So where do you think this leads you to? It's the main menu. Yeah, that seems about right. Our birthday. Let's go ahead and say... will be the first month, 8th day. Nationality, Uganda. This doesn't matter. This does not matter. What do you want? Where do you want to be from, Bix? Do you want to be from the U.S. or do you want to be
USA,
from
I guess.
somewhere else? You don't want to be from Uzbekistan? USA is.
I don't want to be from the USA either, but I am, so let's roll with it.
Definitely not. Yep, you're kicked back to the main menu. Which, hey, fine, whatever. We got it all done. You just want to return to the title screen?
Good work, Raiden.
The radar should be functioning now.
Remember your VR
You
training
could have warned us
sessions.
about that
The tool is
electroshock.
exactly the same one. It maps the terrain as well as the position of enemy personnel. The bright dot in the middle is you, Raiden. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision. Your radar isn't affected
Soliton
by the
radar
weather,
hasn't changed much.
but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it. It gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
it kind of sucks.
It's all made from currently existing technology.
Currently existing technology.
Yeah, no shit.
So be careful. The big shell's layout map.
That's such a. I have to imagine that that's different in translation, right?
I've set aside a proprietary frequency for saves.
I mean, I understand what it means.
I understand what it means,
Jack,
and I understand.
Right?
What are you doing here?
Jack, can you hear me?
Rose, you're not supposed to be involved. What's going on?
Jack, I'm a part of this mission.
Colonel, what the hell is going on?
Raiden, meet the mission analyst. She'll be overseeing the data saving and support.
You're not meleeing.
The Foxhound analyst that was supposed to take part in this mission was in an accident. Rosemary was brought in as a replacement.
An accident?
And according to the files, she knows you better than anybody else.
Rose may be
I forgot about this.
Analyst is no field officer.
This is maybe the dumbest thing.
She has our technical staff at her disposal.
She's never been a part of a field mission. This is insane.
This is
I have my own reasons for selecting her for this mission, soldier.
Colonel, I fail to see...
I know your VR training performance in and out, but sometimes that's not enough. You're familiar with the Shadow Moses incident?
You know I covered it in VR.
If there's a crucial tactical detail that case taught us, it was the power of the operative's will to survive.
I was trained to fight. My personal feelings have no place in a mission.
It's not that easy, man.
It doesn't work that way. And on the field, you need
literally
all the help
no.
you can get.
Jack, you're stuck with me whether you like it or not.
This seems like a terrible idea.
You need someone to watch your back. But I have conditions that need to be met, Colonel.
What is it?
I'll perform my duties and save that mission data, but I'm aware that technically I'm not part of the mission control team. After all, I'm just a normal girl who's worried about Jack. But that
Jesus
means,
Christ!
That I am not required to follow your orders outside of my immediate duties. Jack is not simply a field person.
That hasn't aged well, huh?
His safety comes first to me, not the mission.
Hey, Quentin Flynn is kind of a creep bag. We're not going to mention that, but be aware that we are aware.
Given the circumstances, you're free to do what you see fit.
Hey, I prefer this to being kept
Otherwise, this is going to be a real long
I'd like to make a
playthrough.
request, if I may.
Of course.
His handle is Raiden. For the duration of the mission, could you call him that?
Yes, sir. All right, Raiden. Let me know when you're ready to turn in a save. The proprietary save frequency is 140.96.
Not a chance.
I just switched frequencies. Jack?
Yeah?
Do you know what day it is tomorrow?
April 30th. Is there something special about
Actually,
it?
tomorrow is the 20th of December.
I can't remember. I'm sorry.
Oh, well. I'll keep trying till I
Okay,
get the
okay,
answer.
okay.
I'm
Right
gonna let
away.
you go now, Jack.
This is really stupid. Raiden? If your girlfriend asks you if you know what day it is today, what do you think that could possibly mean?
Raiden, the enemy sentry is regaining consciousness.
Be careful, Jack.
Find somewhere to hide until the elevator arrives. You must stay out of sight.
Definitely not.
Why don't you do it?
I'm under enemy fire. Secure the perimeter. Stay on the
lookout. So the music also in MGS2 is probably some of my favorite in the series. Look how much faster that is than it was in MGS1. This time around, you get a lot more, like, actual instruments working, which I like a lot. You get a lot of pan flutes and bongos and stuff.
As opposed to just the sound card going nuts.
Yeah, that's right.
Return to your positions. Stay sharp.
Well, good shit. Up we go. Off to grab those chaff grenades and fuck up for the first time in the playthrough.
The first time?
That's right.
The terrorists
There's
call
our boy.
themselves Sons of
There's our boy.
People fucking hated this.
The leader is Solid Snake.
What do you mean I don't get to play as Solid Snake?
The hero of Shadow Moses? So that's why you changed my code name.
Right, but he can't be.
What do you mean I have to
Solid
play as
Snake.
Anime Pretty Boy?
He died 2 years ago on that tanker after he blew it sky high.
Bullshit.
Could he have survived?
Not a chance.
We saw him, though.
Yeah, but they was also making the big look like he died.
There's no way Snake could have survived that.
I'm on the roof. There are no sentries, but it would only take one to spot me in this light.
You never had daylight VR training after all. Stay extra sharp until you can find a node to log in from.
What about the commandos?
SEAL Team 10 has landed on struts B and C.
And the president?
Seems he was spotted on strut B.
Strut B?
I love the big shell. The big shell is super cool.
It's pretty
Shell
cool.
is comprised of shells
fucking love
1
the
and
big
2.
shell so much.
Each unit consists of a central core and 6 struts surrounding
So
it.
this is your whole game.
So the whole thing is shaped like 2 hexagons
Yeah.
connected
This is your.
end on
This
end.
is instead of Shadow
Exactly.
Moses. This is
And you're
your
on the roof of
entire
strut A,
play area.
Shell 1 at the moment.
Each thing is like its own little designated combat and mechanics zone, and I like that quite a bit.
First, get to a node. Log into the network.
Got a chance.